Welcome back to another episode of BitmonkeyTV Non-Fungible Token Thursday. We have a special guest over here with Ben Borrero, at Ben Borrero. He is a certified level 2 Somm, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. And we're going to be opening one of these. We're going to be tasting them. We're going to be answering questions. We're going to be talking a little bit of Web3. We're going to ask him some unique questions about his experiences so far. And if anybody's in the audience, you have any questions, feel free to shoot, whether it's wine, Web3, you want to make us squirrel by distracting us, by all means, I encourage it. Yo, what's up, Jonathan? Oh, Jonathan over here, he must have posted this earlier. He's in Ireland. I doubt he's watching this because that means it's like 4 or 5 a.m. for him. Shout out Zen. Yo. Good shit. So let's get started. Yeah, today, well, before we get started, 7 days until VCon. Ooh, let's fucking go.
Wish I could go.
Open invitation. Open invitations. Yeah, without squirrel ado, that's about it. Let's get started. I'm gonna let you take charge because I've never done a wine uncorking on air.
Oh, we're going right into it, are we?
We're going right into it.
Okay.
I mean, hold on. Because I kind of want to mix in the questions of Web3 with the process of you doing your thing, unless you would prefer to more talk about the wine, because I'm sure we're gonna open it, taste it, let it air, wait 30 minutes, taste it again, right? This will probably be an hour stream just for the sake of properly
maybe
tasting.
Some people out there don't know how amazing this wine is and what it kind of where it came from and into existence. You know, the whole Gary Vee thing, empathy elephant. I mean, I don't know how it tastes yet, but there's already this mystique around it that you almost don't want to open it. That's why I'm kind of nervous. Like, do we jump into it? Like, do we talk about it? Like, because
you're trying to savor the moments of it being
I don't want to. There's so much buildup on it. But I will say, as an amazing friend, you did. I think you sent some to me and my family for Christmas. So we're very thankful for that, as always. Of
course, I had to bless you. First and foremost, like all of my wine knowledge and wine anything, this guy right here. Right,
we've had these bottles for a while. Everybody,
I sent them before I went to Portugal.
It's not like we just got them and then we're like unwrapping. So there's, to me, I'm like, yes, okay, this is gonna be great.
And I was like, go ahead and crack it. Let me know. But I said, asterisk, save the bottle for me if you're gonna throw it away.
Oh no! And these are going to be signed by Gary Vee. I don't know if I'm bursting any bubbles here.
No.
I want one signed too. So I don't know how we're gonna make that happen.
You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take one from you and go sign it. I didn't bring too many on my road trip because of the road trip, right? But we'll make something like that happen. Plus, VCon's going down the next 2 years, 3 years, really.
Wow.
Right. So there's going to be 3 total opportunities to get bottles signed, and I'm going to be bringing bottles every year. That's how many cases I got. So, and I have a fun little surprise for the Moral Monkey Mob.
Well, before I open it, I guess the label Empathy Elephant is already cool. A lot of people just buy the label, you know. So that one right there, empathy, always good to have. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes, and just listen sometimes. 2019. Supposed to be more of a gracious, but better than average year. Whatever, it's still young. 2019 for a cab is going to be young because it's right now 2022. So we're going to find out how much time it spent in Oak. If it did spend time in Oak, coming from Oakville, Napa, get 15.3%. It's telling us. So it's going to be a warm climate wine. So we're gonna just go right into it.
Yo, Marielle, aka Luna. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. I'm curious, have you tried some of this wine? Because you're about to get the breakdown from a level 2 sommelier right here. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Let's go. So I'm gonna stop talking, let him do his thing as he uncorks and talks.
Oh, you get to
into
try
the mic
and dissect it too.
Well, I
this
just want
guy
you
just
to
came back
share
from
your thoughts
Portugal
as you're opening it.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so not corked. First and foremost, not corked. Here we go. Or something for you.
What's that mean, not corked?
Well, so that's there's different. You can have a screw top wine. You can have a conglomerate cork, which is it's gonna look like a bunch of particles pressed together. Oh, a little bit on the table. You got that covered. Good. Anyhow, so this one is straight cork, probably from Portugal. Most cork comes from Portugal. So, like I said, it smells great. Sweet,
homeland,
not corked. At first sight, you can check it out too. Great concentration, clarity's there, star bright. You know, obviously youthful. Nothing. I do. For being as youthful as it is, great concentration, and it's on its way to a great wine. I mean, I haven't even tried it yet, but I can already tell there's definitely something there that makes me go back for more.
I can tell you with the 3 or 4 bottles I have opened and drank myself, some with company, some to the face, over the course of 2 or 3 days. I'm not really a heavy wine drinker, but the more a wine ages, and I've learned this from him, right? Like you can go 1, 2, and even 3 days, and in like some cases it'll taste better depending on the wine. But then usually you don't want to drink an open bottle of wine past 4 days or 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. That's when it
just kind of three or pushing.
But I tend to split, like solo in my studio. I'll open a bottle and it lasts me 2.5 days tops. Sometimes 1 night if it was a long week.
Nice.
But that cork sounds clean. Let's go.
Yeah. Also, just again with this is a 15.3. You're gonna find that does have more ageability, so you can hold on to this wine. And I can tell right now, based on the quality, it'll last. So here we go.
And I'm not sure if I said it because I probably just squirreled there a little bit, but usually after that 30 to 40 minute mark of letting it breathe, it's a face schmelter is what I like to say. It's a face schmelter. I knew you would know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Not everybody knows what this means.
So with these high level alcohols, I mean, Zinfandel, Syrah, you're going to get up there too. Dry climate, Oakville being one of them. You want to watch out for that. And you might just drink a glass and it hits you differently than say Beaujolais at 12%.
And this is at 15.3%. Okay.
So, after taking a couple sips, it's I would say it's definitely there in my ballpark of the wines I love.
I'm right there with
concentration, wonderful,
Mario.
Acidity, balanced. Punch downs are there for me. If you're in the wine industry.
This is gibberish to me, but
it's concentration.
This is awesome.
Obviously, there was
this is great.
Care. It wasn't made too fast. I don't know. The production doesn't say, but I can almost tell you that this definitely was not too high. Not a mass productive one. I mean, from there, I already know the origin and all that. Man, this is great. 2019. It's turning out to be a great year. Looks like.
Is this your first 19 you've had, or have you had other 19s off the shelf?
Well,
from a vineyard?
2019 cab. This is definitely gonna be the best one because I'm usually not plucking those. I haven't unearthed that yet. Because my stock is a little older than that. However, 16. I was drinking here on the side. Wonderful year. 16. 18 got wonderful ratings as well. And we're talking Napa. I'm talking Napa, wherever these wines here are from.
And I can show you. Are you familiar with this brand yet? Empathywines. Gary V.
No, so I haven't.
I think partnered up to help start this with a group of people.
I was wondering if each wine was going to have a different. How there's different characters. If each wine,
I think it was there was only a certain number of cases produced for this one. It was a very small. I don't know if it was single
You know,
orchard.
like carrying crocodile or whatever. You know how they.
I don't know this. See, I don't know this. What do you?
Well, they have a bunch of veefriends.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
if he was gonna do just empathy.
Oh, that's what you mean. So empathy elephant because of its status, right? Because of how meaningful not only that word is, having empathy in his life, not only personal and business, just in general. I believe this was his first and only choice. I'm sure as the IP grows, he's going to be tempted to do others. I'd be shocked if he doesn't do others. So that's a very good observation that we didn't think about. You guys want to say hi? So we've been looking out in the background.
Guests.
We have some special guests. We have Isabel.
This is our audience too.
And Cynthia.
Isabel's gonna be 9 in a month. Cynthia
just turned 7. My lucky number.
My oldest and my youngest.
Mm-hmm. Little munchkins.
So we have an audience. Monkeys. We're out here. Just out here rating wine.
Just out here rating wine. This is how it looks from mine.
Talk about Web3 too, because if you guys know, Gary Vee had a wine store, and that's also what intrigues me about how he would watch people's path in the store and figure out which path people took and he said he would put the most expensive items. And that's obviously you got to take something from that if you're out here just people I feel like people like nicer stuff, so why not if they're coming in quick, show them something nice. Mm-hmm. They'll probably say yes.
And that's amazing that you knew that about him, right? Like not many people know that about Gary Vee. Now, maybe it's just because you've known me for so long, I've probably been talking about him enough, or you've probably been listening to his voice coming out of my phone from a YouTube short or a YouTube video or something, but that's amazing. Let's get straight into Web3 talk. So when do you remember what month you set up your first wallet and got your first NFT? Or let me rephrase. I know you had your Coinbase, not to like dox you in any way. Yeah. Coinbase is a common way to acquire Ethereum, right? If you're unfamiliar.
Oh, yeah.
When did you learn how to take ownership of your ETH and transfer it to your own wallet? I'd love to hear about that experience.
So
and timeline.
It's funny you were talking. It was almost a year ago to this date that you
I was actually here when veefriends. I'm going to cut you off. When veefriends minted, we were on a boat for his mom's birthday, and I got them to go into 4G LTE coverage for mint start. And as soon as I saw the high Dutch auction prices, I was like, okay, I got some time. And I closed the laptop on a fucking boat. Please continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was a crazy time. It was probably 2 a.m. I said, I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to put $1,000 in ETH. And, but you had been telling me I should have bought Bitcoin at $300. So
yeah, I've been telling everybody for a long time.
He's told me a trillion times to go in, and finally I just had the extra financial freedom, I like to call it, to do that. So I put 1,000 into Ethereum, and that was about a year ago to this date, right? Then 4 or 5 months ago, Scott, shout out Scott.
Yeah, shout out Scott. Scotty B.
First off, shout out Scott.
Scotty B.
That's where, wish he was here right now. I really do, because it would be so fun to have this whole table be bigger.
BitMonkey episode number 1.
I know.
He was on, he started the show with me. I wouldn't have started this show without your brother because I wouldn't have had the confidence.
Shout out Scotty B.
Shout out Scotty B.
So he not only led this horse to water, but he put the water down this horse's throat, made me drink.
I've never heard that one. That's hilarious. I heard the first half, not the second half, but that's
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Is the saying.
Yeah.
He led me to water. He put the hose down my throat.
He poured the freaking container.
We were just side by side. He set up my entire MetaMask, but I was there to, he told me click here, set it up, got my secret phrase. And then, how to keep your secret phrase is, make sure, well, I don't know if that's Tech Tip Tuesday, but
let's talk about
waterproof. Okay. Waterproof. I have, I don't want to talk about what my secret phrase is.
So here's what I would recommend. Don't say exactly where it's stored, but Talk about the methods you learned of how to
Well,
store.
waterproof.
Right.
Maybe have another code to get. I don't know. But don't keep it on your phone. Don't keep it.
Don't keep it digital, right?
yeah,
That's good that you learned
yeah.
that out the gate. So you
So
wrote it physically.
we talked
right? You
about
have it
that.
stashed
Different ways
away.
to store your secret code, which obviously create your own way method. And that was fun itself. I feel like that was fun just to kind of create your own, like, it's like a secret route. I don't know. Anywho, create your secret phrase.
Mm-hmm.
I transferred my Coinbase. I put $1,000 in, got 0.33.
It's a good number.
0.33. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a. I think it was 1,000. It was $3,000 at the time, and from there, he transferred me a Pudgy Ape, which is it's not to the moon on that project.
Not to the moon.
So what then I got into it because he gave me this really cool one with rainbow mouth, and it was just a really cool NFT. From there, I started watching projects. I think I minted Little Lemon Friends. Maybe it was Fishy Fam as well. I can't remember. So that got me off. I started with a couple of those because those did really well. Those performed really well. From there, he called me one day and he says, buy Apes R Us. We'll call it ARU right now. He says, buy ARU. So I bought my whole wall. I didn't know how the cost was. I just knew it was going fast. So I put my whole wall on ARU. And I call him back. I told him, he goes, oh shit. And I'm like, God, oh no, what did I do? And he goes, hold on, you might have done well.
I remember that. You're like, oh shit, I got 8, right?
In my condo, like for the next 2 hours, and I watched that thing just go boom, 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 and I hit, and I bought 8 of them, and I quadrupled, quintupled, times 7, times 8, and I was just running could see just my wallet go like that, and I was hooked. I mean, they weren't even released yet, so I didn't even know what they looked like at that point, but I knew I liked the artist. I knew that they were going to be cool. I saw the previous artwork that I entered the Discord, but then they revealed and they were even cool. So I loved it then. That it was I had a bunch of liquidity. And
that was your first mint, right? First true mint on your own, or did you have
that was my first
mint?
True mint on my own without
fucking
Scott
amazing.
being there. Shout out Scotty B.
That's amazing.
From there, the family Discord, we talk to each other, talk about what we like and what we do. Without just naming my whole what I'm into, but from there we just talk about what we should go into, and from there I'm doing okay.
That's good, man.
I love it. But what I do like is I just enter into the Discords every now and then and talk about you kind of just check in, squish whoever's here, Little Lemons, because I already named them. Go to the Lemon chat and just say Lemon friend here, and you just connect with everybody because sometimes they're in Australia or Germany and everybody's always there to be voice of positivity, and we're here. I hold except for the first time to just kind of get a little bit more depth. I'm a holder and I believe in a lot of projects, so we check in and yeah.
So on that note, right, going along those lines of, so
Let's go.
You've enjoyed the process, you've learned a lot, you've had great success, right, in such a short period of time, and that's great, and you keep learning.
Oh, and then you become poor,
right?
And I threw it all back into other projects. All that money I made, I threw it all back into other projects.
But see, you're learning a lesson now for the next time that
happens,
right? Because it cycles, right?
Oh yeah,
it cycles, and you have to go through it to learn.
But
everybody could tell you, but you don't know until you actually go and lose it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I thought, well, if all I end up is artwork, that's amazing.
Mhm.
I buy
Show
what
me
I
your Apple
like.
Watch.
So. Oh yeah. So if you can see here,
He just taps the screen and it switches.
I
think
have my
a little bit.
NFTs just scrolling through my Apple Watch.
Let's fucking go,
So
Fry.
we'll be at the bar.
Thanks for tuning in, and forgive me ahead of time. Comments. I noticed we're on Wi-Fi, so they're delayed a little bit. So it looks like they're coming in like 30 seconds to a minute late. So my bad. But
scrolling through, it's fun to talk about. Sometimes you put it that matches your outfit, but it's it's just fun. And at the end of the day, I like the ones I bought, and I'm having fun.
I just did this dangerously close to my laptop.
Yeah.
I never recommend anybody pouring wine like this. I have once actually fucked up. So as I was pouring, I'm thinking to myself, don't. And then I had to talk about it so that it didn't happen. Yo.
So Fry entered in.
Yep. Fry entered in. What's up?
Shout out, Crispy.
So on to the talk of Web3. You said that you have some projects you believe in.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the technology, everything you've learned so far, have you started like day to day, right? Maybe with your work, or you're driving around and you're thinking, holy shit, you have a thought. You look at a business, you look at something happening and you're like, wait a second. A stadium, for example. NFTs could be tickets, right? Tickets, NFTs, like it makes sense. Have you had any thoughts around like applying the technology to real life everyday use since you've entered the space? Like just day to day, random thoughts?
Well, what leads me to think about that thought is I think about how everything's you can track it. You can go see all the moves I've made, all the moves you've made. Go to somebody's portfolio. It's very easy. Eventually, that could be a resume.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I were to say hire somebody, I've been in a position to hire employees. I would actually check out their portfolio,
mm-hmm.
see what losses they took, see what wins. Because I look at mine and I don't know, if it's not too good, create a new wallet or don't share that one with your boss.
That's fun.
But
just like Rudy
I
said,
think that in
socials.
the future, I think that a boss could just be like, I want to see your wallet and I want to see, it'll see what moves you made,
mm-hmm.
what L's you took. And I'm not gonna take too much advice if your wallet's, you just took a bunch of L's, if you're just dumping in ETH,
mm-hmm.
and then I don't know. So I just feel like it's gonna be something you can use.
So I love that you brought that up. And I see that you're looking at it from a perspective of the P&L, so to speak, from an Ethereum terms. But think about this, right?
Yeah.
Your wallet address tying in, depending on the smart contract,
mm-hmm.
depending on the application that's developed. Let's say there's classes
mm-hmm.
for Sommelier moving forward. Yeah. And the only way that you get to level 3 is by logging into a website, taking the test on a Web3 enabled wallet with your wallet address.
Oh yeah.
You pass the test, then that's your resume.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Like that's going to be every education system. You're going to have a Web3 enabled avatar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is living on the Ethereum blockchain for everybody to see.
How
you
amazing.
Do all your schoolwork on that wallet address. And that's your resume for work experience. That's what people look at to see what you completed, what you passed. That's fucking mind blowing.
Yeah.
And that's coming.
And in Web3, technically, people out there have the 2019 Empathy Elephant. We all could be tasting this together throughout the world and just talking about it, looking at each other. How amazing would that be if we had Fry could be here. It's just around a table in Web3.
I like that. So you're talking about a real life stream.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking digitally, I'm not sure how you could mimic the smell through video. And
everybody goes out and buys the same vintage, same wine. Shout out Gary V's wine shipping club. Everybody gets that shipment, hops onto Web3.
Library wine.
If he's not doing it already, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm shocked that they're not.
What?
All just hopping on and tasting a lot of this at the same time. Bunch of veefriends.
That's actually a good idea. We should probably do that. I know not a lot of people have more than one bottle though, so they may not be as willing.
True.
So maybe it'll be a smaller round table.
Oh yeah, it'd have to be
like 6 or 7.
It's a bottle everybody can afford.
Let's shout out the call. Sash, when you watch this replay, clip that. We need to target all veefriends holders, and we need to set up a virtual round table where we all open a bottle, taste it together. We'll ping the shit out of Gary V and get him on the call too. All right, let's go. Let's fucking go. I love the ideas on the fly. That's how
guys, we don't have.
We do it live.
We're not opening just this one. If you see back here, we've got.
So shout out Gary V. This came from. Oh no! Shout out Gary V, but also shout out the Greek NYC. I think that came from one of his referral links. I don't want to dox in any way, so I'm just going to shut up. But if you want more information about this wine, about how to get deals on wines, I can send you to a referral link, and it benefits the veefriends community. Yeah, but we have this Truth wine, which essentially this comes from Gary V's pipeline, right? I don't think he promoted this one himself, but this one maybe he did. I can't remember. I bought it so long ago, right? Portugal was like light years away.
I am excited
as well
for this one. We haven't, dissected this one enough, by the way. I feel like
now. So we've been streaming for about 27 minutes. So it's coming along the point of.
Okay, we got to move it along.
No. No. We go with the flow around here. So unless you have something you got to get to,
we
right?
Talk about this wine.
Can we trust the girls in the house alone? Though? Should we check on them?
Yeah, they're okay. I'll check on them.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. They're good. They're sweethearts. They're angels. Like angels, absolute angels.
They have
it's
chips and
shocking.
Glock. They've got cartoons.
Absolutely shocking when I meet other children their age.
They're going to be the ones you're going to call to babysit your kids.
Most definitely.
Anywho, so this again. So tell me, what do you think
they'll have
this?
Jobs with me too.
Just
first it'll be a favor, and then it'll be like an allowance, and then it'll be like, hey, be my nanny for 3-4 years. Pay you good money. Pay you in Bitcoin or Ethereum too.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Right, so it's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah. What do you think? Just coming from you just came from Portugal. You just had some very probably home crafted more.
I did have some home wine. I did have a lot of different.
What do you think of this?
So
I
did have one of these over there too, and I left one of them over there too. I think I took 3. No, I drank 2. I drank one with my mom, one solo, or with I can't remember. Took 3. Ended up with just one over there. So
fruit profile.
It's getting to the point where it's not completely what I'd like to describe as a face schmelter, so to speak, right? But
fruit profile. What are you getting? Black fruit through and through.
But this, I don't know how to describe this. Now that it's had time to aerate, it coats my tongue differently than it did before, if that makes any sense. And my taste buds have a different reaction, thus it being more maybe full-bodied, right? First, it was fresh and it's cool, it tastes good, but I know it's going to be better type of thing. And now it's starting to really that's how I would describe it. Is that proper?
No, that's great. I mean, it is opening up. Like I was actually just saying, the perfume on this is excellent. That's not a brambleberry. It's very, very nice. Gosh, you definitely get that vanilla maple coming in from the oak. And again, I'm just shocked this is a 19 because you do get that oak influence.
So you're shocked. It's a 19 because of the oak.
It is just tasting
influence.
so good. I mean, you don't have that bell pepper. Shocked? There's not too much bell pepper on this. You know that, not too much pyrazines, but enough that it'll stand for. It's gonna be a great one. Dang, this is gonna be great. I can't wait to try these throughout. Oh, it's gonna be hard to hold on to these. Send me more.
So it looks like what I gotta do is the bottles you have remaining, right? I'll just take one to VCon each year and get you a signed bottle. Voila.
I know, but I'm never gonna open it then. But gosh, dang it.
I'll never make
until
that
I know.
headboard.
Until I all right. Once I
was
one
thinking about
sign,
making
then
a
I'll start
headboard
opening the others.
out of all the bottles that I have, a glass headboard, but I have to wait till I open all the bottles.
Yeah.
So
I try to
plus
collect.
I'm giving away like 15 too.
13s and 15s.
Shit! I just teased something. Son of a bitch. I already gave one away, actually. I forgot about that. Shout out Zen. I know he was in here from the get. Zen Rasta won one. Before I went to Portugal, I had a fucking something going on with the empathywines, and I shipped it out my last day. Shout out. Dude, that's how we do it around here. I don't know how to say it. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Tim? Thanks for tuning in, man. So, Tim is the main artist on Cozy Penguins. Did you know?
Tim draws.
Tim draws.
Hey, Tim.
Tim, you know Scotty B. This is his little B.
Hey.
His little bro.
Shout
Hey,
out to
Scotty B.
Tim draws in the house. Pangu holder.
Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, man. Today's a special episode. We got a level 2 Somm, aka your little bro. And
we are dissecting wines.
We dissecting
wines,
wine,
talking Web3,
talking experiences. We shouted
Gary
you out
B.
earlier on if you want to watch it through from the beginning another time. We miss you. But let's get to it. So another Web3 question is, moving forward, what's your focus? Do you want to keep doing what you've been doing, or do you want to, like, are you thinking like, I want to look at 1, 2, maybe 5 to 10 projects that you believe in wholeheartedly and not scope out any new ones unless it's a game changer in relation to
I'm always scoping out new projects.
What's your focus right now in Web3 with your wallet? Like, what are you looking at? What are you thinking about?
Holding right now. I scope out new projects. I just bought that monkey. I won't say the project, but I bought that monkey obviously in your honor. If you didn't see that monkey from the new project.
Oh, the one you posted about a week or two ago?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually bought that?
Yeah, I bought that. Yeah, I was gonna give it to you. Especially if the project went off. You can have it.
I like monkeys.
It's a great monkey. You can have it. You can have it. So it could totally be a gift from me to you if you'd like it. I can send it to your wallet.
Win Web 4. Shout out Sergio. You ready for VCon, bro? Don't forget, I got to shout. Check your flight. Make sure.
Scott's here.
Yeah. You didn't notice? I've been pinning. So I pinned the comments, like, to make sure I go through the whole
Shout out Scotty B.
That's hella funny. I was just talking about, like, oh man, you brought out the V-Friend wine. Oh yeah.
Oh, we bring out the V.
So I sent
wine.
like 3 empathies here before I went to Portugal. Because it's a wine house over here, and wanted to make sure what's up, Dan? What's up, Dan H?
Scott took this photo. Everybody behind us.
Tim Gang. Yeah. So I was gonna put up my backdrop, my elephant portable one I had in Portugal. But I was like, no. I was trying to scope out garage, main house, casita. Came here because of your fucking painting, Scotty. I was like, this center's perfect.
The garage.
With like this halo in the middle of it. Thanks for teaching me the way, Scotty. Like, I would have never known how to set this shit up properly if it wasn't for him.
Love it.
Fucking. Love it. Hey, all right. So let's continue the convo. So, gang. Is that what?
Gang.
Tim Gang. I was like, Fry would say this gang. Ben definitely knows his wine. No, so we're continuing now. We're about 34 minutes in. So it's really starting to breathe. We opened it.
We're still drinking the first wine. We have not even got to the second.
This one, right? Let's fucking go. So how's everyone doing today? I hope everybody's in high spirits. Let's take a moment to just remind everybody now's the time to if you see somebody, to talking weirdly on Twitter, very negatively, very sad, just reach out and just say, everything's gonna be okay. Because I know not everybody's in the same position right now. Maybe some people overextended more than others, but we want to keep things optimistic and just remember that around the same time last year, we had a crash from 4,000 to 1,700. If anybody forgot about that, I think we all have a lot of short-term memory issues on that front, because this past year feels like 5 years, right? Like, just take a step away and go enjoy real life. Get the fuck out of there. Get all the notifications off. Forget it. Come back to it in a month. It'll be a whole different fucking playing field. So my heart goes out to anybody and everybody. And come reach out in the Discord if you want to talk. We're here for you. So I feel like I had to insert that one. So without squirrel ado, let's taste this wine again. Let's talk.
I know. I haven't finished this glass.
So for everybody just joining us, we have a limited edition Empathy Elephant.
The elephant.
If you don't know, I believe this physical doodle sold at Christie's auction for like 300 and something thousand, if I'm not like for damn near $500,000, between $250,000 and $500,000. And they did a limited edition release, 2019 Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. And produced and bottled by Empathy Wines, Oakville, California.
Did you talk about how you're giving those out at VCon?
It's a fucking surprise. I'm not giving them out at VCon. They're for a specific group of people.
Winners.
All right, we're gonna fucking spoil it. So finalists, you all have earned.
You didn't tell me.
A bottle of Empathy Wines. And I'm going to make sure you get it before the welcome party so we can all get ours signed individually. And it's up to you if you want to open it. Thanks for making me tease that. Wow!
That was a tease.
Let's fucking go. It's all good. Lucy, he's one of the finalists in here. Let's fucking go. Wow. Yeah, so on that note, there's also opportunity during this time. If you have liquid, there's a lot. And if you don't, like even with NFTs, people are still making 0.3 profit per flip with recent drops. I'm not going to name anything. DYOR, NFA. As always, there's always opportunity. But sometimes if you're feeling overwhelmed, the best thing to do is disconnect and get the fuck out of there, right? Because the more you stare at, the more you just focus your attention on that.
Go have some wine with some friends.
Right? Exactly. Right? And if it's not Empathy Wines, cheers, my friend. Just go get any fucking bottle of wine off the shelf, you know?
Oh, it doesn't have to be this.
Let's go. So what you're saying is I should ape into Luna right now. You should ape into whatever you feel is right.
Let me know.
But as a brother, I would say stop writing stupid comments. No, Scotty. He knows he's just working the system right there. I was gonna say something else. Dude, much love, man. Hey, yeah, but going back to it, if I didn't squirrel, make sure you check your flights. Some of them have shifted by hours, not days, but like hours or minutes. So just make sure everything's all copacetic, so to speak. And if you think you're gonna miss it, please DM me so I can call the airline ahead of time. I think I got insurance on most all the flights just in case some shit came up, but we can't do that too last minute if that's something you're predicting. So let's fucking go. Don't you hackle our show. I was about to say my audience, my show, but you know what? We started this together, bro. So facts though, facts. All right. I haven't seen it spelled like that in a minute. Who still uses fax anymore, by the way? Yo, Tim. What's up, Tim? Yeah, go look for that. Double check everything, please. Just put it on your to-do list by Monday, so that if something's weird, we can take care of it. And any other finalists watching this on the recording, but continue. So without squirrel ado, let's get back into the. What were you about to say? I know I probably cut you off there for a minute.
No, I can't remember, but let me get that Poe app too, because
we have a Poe app for today's episode.
This guy gives out the best stuff. I was pissed I missed the Creature World that 1 week.
And moving forward, so a lot of it has been real time, but I found a way to create raffles through poapp.xyz, which I did on a previous stream. So I can run a raffle, create a raffle in the Discord, run it for a week. People go to the link and submit, and I can weigh it based on the number of BitmonkeyTV collabs in your wallet. And it's going to be physical items. It's going to be NFTs. They're going to be valued. So we're giving away a lot of shit here, and it's only going to continue. So as a reminder, though, the only way to collect those POAPs is if you're tuning in live like you are right now. I see you commenting. We're interacting. I give you instructions at the end of this episode. You go into our Discord, bitmonkey.gg/Discord. Verify, scroll down to the POAP section. I enable it. I give you a secret phrase. You put your public wallet address, and I distribute those POAPs manually every other week or so. So, yeah. We're not doing it yet, but we're going to continue talking wine here. Yeah, search for Marcelo. I think I sent it from DM me on Discord. We can sort it out after the live stream if you don't see it after Marcelo or Malo. NFA, buy a frog. Fucking fry. Chill away, my friend. Chill away. Poet me.
That's
all
so
right.
funny.
So, Web3 and wine.
Web3 and wine.
Web3 and wine. So this is like I said before, about 10 minutes ago.
I know. So I'm gonna finish this off, and we're gonna get to the next one.
All right, I have that oak. It's just a phenomenal full body taste. It's a face schmelter now. It's officially 42 minutes in. It's a face schmelter.
Yeah, 15.3 really sets us up.
Damn, like everything.
Okay. Well,
right.
Without squirrel ado, we'll move on to the 12.
We go truth. Yeah, I'll finish this off while you do your thing. And
This wine is 10 years old, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Guess how much that was? It was a sale. $11 for the case. 11 not for the case. 11 per for the case.
Wine.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna find out with this, and I've been this one's gonna be more I feel like to talk about, because this on the back just says red table wine. We don't know if it's Zin, Syrah, Cab. 2012, and
blend,
it's
right?
Screw top, not real cork like the last one. So 10 years old, no cork.
What does that generally mean? Does that affect the
new age is going to cork just because of how much wine they lose to TCA. But they weren't doing that back in the TCA is a bacteria that's found in cork that takes the whole wine.
Interesting.
You can find out, just type in TCA cork and Google, and you can find out how it affects a lot of wines. But back in 2012, they were still using cork. So we're just going to find out, a little bit more about this wine when we drink it. 2012 Napa was actually a really good year. I've had a lot of experience with this year in that region, coming from St. Helena. 13.7. Also, generally going to want higher alcohol, I feel like, from Napa to have ageability. Here we go.
Daniel Hennessy wants a close-up of the legs. I know what that means, because isn't that like when you...
We'll show you.
Isn't it this?
The legs.
Like the things?
We're going to have this label out.
Or wait, are those legs? Oh!
No, that's when you swirl it around. Legs are indication of alcohol and viscosity. That's just generally the hint at. So here we go. I like to do it into the microphone so you guys can hear it. It sounds really cool. Here we go. You guys can hear us.
Whoa!
Here, finish yours,
Solid.
sir.
I know. Hold on.
I don't even want to smell it till I pour yours. Boom. 2012. We're drinking a 2012. Older than your baby.
I don't have no baby.
Or I can use this as my mic.
Yeah,
So
I'd use
the
your
same
mic. I was about to say, that's too close to the laptop right there, bro. It's gonna break some shit.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
2012. Red table wine.
That pour was incredible.
No drops.
Let's go. Wow. I know, right? Hey, fucking this setup.
Maybe we'll switch it.
Fucking amazing. Yeah, put it to the front. You can also grab the others back there too. If you notice back there, we have.
Oh yeah, we could, huh?
We have some.
Well, I just could do it real quick, because that's the one we're drinking.
Yeah, not to shy away from Gary, the empathy elephant, but since we're on a different wine, let's front and center the other wine.
Have you seen
Hey, Scotty, are you ready for VCon, by the way, bro? Let me know. We gotta talk soon. I'm gonna head out there probably by Monday and rent another spot so that I'm there for the full week. Because I didn't like being on the road on certain days of the week where I had to do shit. So I'm probably gonna make the drive from here to Minnesota before Monday so that I arrive Monday 7 a.m. chill, have some lunch, and go check into a spot for 2 days until the other spot. So. But we got that team spot from Wednesday to Wednesday, the 18th to the 25th. So let's roll. In your Hennessy. Hey.
And I have not looked up this wine. We have not looked up this wine.
Good shit, Sergio.
So
see right there. That's what I was talking about. So for any other Moral Monkey Mob finalists, please double check all your flights. I just pinged all of you. So please, 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 please. Cannot repeat myself enough. Are there different veefriends wines other than Empathy Elephant? Good question. So we were talking about this earlier. He's like, I think you said, I'm shocked he hasn't, or is he going to?
I bet.
I'd be shocked if he doesn't. Right now, that's the main one. And I believe that was the highest selling one on the the Christie's auctions in New York. The physical doodles with the signature on it. And it was like clamp, hard shelled, PSA graded and all that. Pretty fucking legit. What is a level 2 sommelier? How is it different from level 1? It's a question from the audience.
Level 2, you have to level 1, 97% of people pass. Maybe 98. Level 2, you're gonna find. I mean, obviously the test is harder. You actually have to do table side service to the master somm.
It smells great.
It was champagne service, and they grill you. They ask you about I mean, where do I start? They ask you about Barolo producers. They ask you about champagne producers. Typical, but they go into cocktails a lot too. They grilled me on cocktails. Better know your Negronis. Better
is that
know.
sake?
Well, no, it's
I thought that was sake.
It's a cocktail, and it's a third form of each one. There's gin, vermouth, Campari. Anyways, but they grilled me a lot. Cocktails producers, so you have to know full table side service. You have to. There's also, I mean, there's a lot to it. There's 13, to 20 pieces of plates and cutlery. You have to know what to remove first, and it's very formal, very, very formal. But again, they grill you on producers, and when they do that, they say, "Well, I'd like something fruity," and you have to talk to them. So you have to. It's not like a test. You're talking to the person, so you have to not sound like a robot. And but then that's only
Which
1/3.
is easy to do too.
You think so, but God, there's 300 people in the room. But that's just one part. That's just service. There's also the test. That's where most people do fine. It's A through D.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100 questions. But it's tricky because they'll just give you a highlighted region of Germany and say, what is that? And you have to know that's the Baden region of Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So they do intricate, it's picture questions. A lot of you have to know worldly, which is tough. Germany is one of Alsatian wines are definitely the Austrian, all that stuff. Austrian, oh my gosh, Austrian wines are so tough. There's like choke and burnish, they say, for the
I
all these
didn't even
levels
so.
for the sweetness you have to know. So there's a lot. But so service, test, but then again, you get 6 wines, 3 whites, 3 reds next to you, and you have to know their age, the varietal, well, not the producer. You guess at the producer, but the region. You say warm climate. You have to dissect it. There's a whole guide, which you blind if you type into Google deductive tasting. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I love to try to get groups together, put in maybe $30-$40 on a bottle of wine for each. You bring it to the group in a brown paper bag, and everybody tries to figure out what you brought. That's what my mentor Pablo, shout out Pablo, did for me. So
why am I not shocked that your mentor's name is Pablo?
Pablo from Argentina, and he's still working. He's
every sommelier I've ever
he's
met is
I
called
think he's
Pablo.
about to be a master now.
From a TV show or something. It's always Pablo.
Pablo, he was the lead som at Complete in Napa. Last I checked, and he was working to be a master. So I try to stay in contact with him. But there's a lot, man. There's so much you can't even.
He already said very cool. Thanks, Ben.
Oh,
I was like, you went in depth.
Squirrel-a-doo. I swear, I will.
No, but that's what we do right here.
I know, yeah. That's why he was
wouldn't
like,
be on brand if we didn't squirrel.
You should have seen when we was like, "What's the episode going to be?" And then we start talking, and he goes, when we start talking, he goes, "We're doing a wine episode." Oh, you should have seen.
We just had light bulbs because it was all last minute, right? Last minute location, right? Arrived here maybe 2 hours before this 4:30 normal stream time.
Yeah.
Found the scene. Topic was being like thought of last minute because I didn't want to use another topic. It just wasn't ready yet. And that I had been working on, right? And I was like starting to come up with it. He would walk in and out of the casita and just light bulbs. And just, Web3 and wine is what we settled on because that was fucking brilliant.
I just had my first sip.
We're gonna have part 2, 3, and 4, and 7, 6, 7, 8, like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I guess if you guys like this tomorrow, we might do the
structure.
same thing tomorrow if you guys want, or something.
Spoilers. So I was like, I want to find a place I can stream 2 days in a row. So we're gonna roll it back. So if you guys remember, BitmonkeyTV started early on with non-fungible token Fridays. We're gonna be rolling it back. And hey, Scotty, come on the show. StreamYard, come. I know you can't come physically, but
stream.
You could come. Cool. You could be a little bubble on the screen. So, we can have nice. We can prep something. Yeah, we'll reach out to everybody tonight and
a lot of questions.
A fun
a lot of questions for that's got to be
right. Going back to Sergio. So it's not far, but I would more reference it. Look at how far the stadium is from the airport, and then we are only about 2 miles west. Over the river from the stadium. I forget exactly which neighborhood, but I if you scroll up in that private chat for the Moral Monkey Mob, you should see the location, the map, and everything, and more details. But as soon as I get there, and I get there a few days early, I'll make sure to just officially notify everybody exactly all the details. And I can do it sooner. Just let me know. Haha, we shall see. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That means yes. Maybe is always yes. I don't care what you say. We shall see. Scotty B is going to be on the show tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
I dived into this one.
Pew, pew makes me want to snipe some cozy penguins.
Sniping penguins.
So I would always come into the chat or like the voice chat after I sniped the penguin and be like, pew, pew. Hey. Pew, pew. Oh, I just sniped a penguin. Pew, pew. He knows what I'm talking about.
So, about this wine, sir.
I would only get a car rental if you want to be independent going from point A to point B, right? Otherwise, you're probably better off. It would be cheaper for an Uber. And if it's stressful, I can try to help you out. Just let me know, right? Like I just don't know how Uber works if I'm physically not there. Like, you can try to hop in the car. But it's probably cheaper just to Uber to it. And then as a group together, we're going to Uber together and I'll cover that fee as BitMonkey Studio to help out from the Airbnb to VCon. So between those, like our main shuttles to it, I'll cover that transportation. Just make sure, just looking from there to the Airbnb, it's probably better just to do an Uber, to be honest. Unless that Uber's $200, then I don't know. We can talk more on it, but let's talk a little bit more after air and come up with some ideas. But I got you guys covered from the Airbnb to VCon. No doubt.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, shout out BitMonkey, man. The guy this guy's just making so much happen. Just there for the community. Like, God, it gets me excited all the time.
Thanks, bro.
So much. I mean, been telling me for years, man. For years.
Hey, you're early.
I know.
No matter when you
early.
entered, you're still fucking early. Like, I want everything to crash. Like, deep down inside, I hope everything goes to damn near zero. Because you know
I took a
what
screenshot of all your NFTs just in case.
I don't get it. What does that do?
That's a joke. It was a joke.
Oh, that's funny. I was like, bro,
It was a joke.
go ahead and
It's a
screenshot.
noob joke because we're
That's
here for the
fucking dumb.
noobs. I'm a noob. In case anybody was wondering, that was what we started off
So-
with. Was I was learning, and what got me started in on this, and that was and you have to go through all the jokes about people. Why can't I just screenshot that? All that.
So let's talk about this wine really quickly because
Yeah.
I want to prep.
Oh yeah.
If anybody knows, I like to ask interviews 7 unique questions, more specific questions that you'll see on past interviews, just so everybody sees the same answer, or not the same answer, but the same question for all the different walks of life who come on the show. And I love to get their perspective on certain things. So I haven't prepped that list, full transparency. I normally do it. This topic was all done on the fly. So I'm going to have you talk about the wine a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just going to write out a few things.
Yeah.
And I'll be listening, but
I wanted.
how long has this been open for? Now, I do have squirrel moments open. Cork versus screw top. Does the air rate thing still matter? Is that just for cork, or is it like, does
There's
that
a lot of
change the
argument.
perception behind, like, oh, you got to let it breathe? Do you still have to let it breathe?
Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Alcohol drops.
I wouldn't have
If
known.
you want to
this.
smell, I mean, you have to let the alcohol kind of dissipate. So that's where you're kind of going for. Which we have. I mean, this has been here for a minute. But going back to the wine, 2012, I wouldn't be able to necessarily jump to that conclusion very fast based on the color. Off the nose, I mean, I get like almost a black olive. There's a saltiness. Definitely more of a overripe. I do get a lot of overripeness, but it's not high in alcohol. The perfume on this is very nice. You do get a little bit of dark roses.
Dark roses. So I've never heard that before. I don't get it. Dark roses. Like dark in what sense? Like
They're not yellow
smoky
roses.
dark, or
They're
like
not
dark
yellow.
roses have a different smell?
Yeah. I mean, it's just more of
I haven't
a.
smelled roses enough. Clearly,
It's not.
so.
It's not a fresh. It's more of a.
This is definitely
subtle-
lighter to me, right? I
Yeah.
would say lighter than.
Yeah,
than
lighter
the cab.
tasting, all that. And again, the roses you buy, different than the roses that I buy.
Mhm.
So it's all perception. Pineapples in Mexico taste different here, all that good stuff. So, but man, I don't know where I'm going with this red table wine as far as the varietal. I want to say it's in the Bordeaux family. Thinking it's a Bordeaux blend, but you're going to find more Merlot. And it's probably just a Bordeaux. Well, not just. Like it's probably what I'm picking up is Petit Verdot and Merlot.
But parlez-vous un petit peu?
It's
Tu parlez-vous français?
I was skeptical.
I was practicing a little bit.
I was skeptical of getting a Zinfandel or a Syrah, but I'm not
Portuguese,
getting that meatiness.
Why? My bad. What's that?
I said I was skeptical to get like a Zinfandel or Syrah, but I'm not getting that kind of gaminess.
Gaminess? I've never heard.
Well, they call it
gaminess to me. I think fish.
Well, there's like a meaty blood, like it's earth. Some call it earthy. Different ways to describe it.
Interesting.
Nice though.
Nice question. I need to get a turtleneck if I'm going to do this.
I will say I'm very happy we got these wines open.
Steve Jobs.
And we get to drink
it.
them.
Like sits like this, just.
Oh no! I got some wine on the label.
I noticed that you were noobish. I was like, all right, now I don't need to worry about it. What you have to do next time is wrap the towel around the neck. If you're new to this,
that's where I got.
If you're new to this, I'm a professional by my standard.
I'd see. There's a lot. There's a lot to think about. See, there's a lot. I fumbled the ball. I mean,
it's not going to end the world.
Say,
I might even take that to get Gary Vee to sign it. Like, what the fuck you making me sign an empty bottle of wine? I'm sure I'm not going to be alone.
Well, hey, you know what? This is our BitmonkeyTV bottle, so this has more sentimental value to me.
So,
this was open during good times.
Yeah. Hold on to that.
That's our BitmonkeyTV bottle.
Yeah, we can even fucking tag it and sign it on the back so we know.
Yeah.
We can date it. We probably should date. I didn't do that with the other bottles I've opened.
What's fun to do, a lot of people, they try to peel off the labels and then they put them on tables. And then once you get enough labels on the table, you kind of lacquer the whole thing. And so it's really cool.
Sweet.
A lot. That's why I kind of messed up by putting wine on the label.
It's okay. It adds like a realistic touch to it. Like, oh, this shit was enjoyed. This was enjoyed real good. Like, oh yeah, let's go.
But yeah.
I want to be a sommelier for weed. So I've always said that I'm a sommelier for weed. Like, this guy never lets me break apart anytime I break apart choice nugs, he's like, I'm like, bro, I'm a sommelier of weed. I have to smell. It's just like I'm like that with buds, for sure, no doubt, hands down. And I'm sure there's a weed sommelier course by now. If they're like, I Google, where's it at? Where's it at? Any plume notes? So let's going back to let's answer this question by your little bro. But
yeah.
Hey, little bro, Andrew, you trying to come on the show tomorrow? Let's have a fucking brothers revolution. We'll have Scotty B, we'll have Drew. We'll have all three brothers and then the fourth adopted brother who just fucking shows up at family holidays.
We're going fishing tomorrow morning too. Don't forget.
Are we? Cool. Yeah. All right.
We're going fishing tomorrow.
Well, we can stream same time, but I'd like to stream a little earlier, to be honest.
No, we'll be back by 12:30.
European crew. Because the European crew likes to tune in, but right now they can't tune in.
We'll be back by noon.
Cool. We'll probably stream around 12:31. I'll mention it in the Discord. That's fucking comedy. But going back to Daniel H's question real quick. Are there because this was a good one. Are there counterfeit wines, ? And then part 2, maybe NFTs could be used to authenticate wine bottles. Have you thought of this? Has any of this crossed your mind on how to incorporate NFTs in wine?
Gary Vee is the pioneer. I mean, that's who. I mean, we all looked to him for a lot of guidance, and that's where I really relate to the guy. Is he is
level 7? Hold on, squirrel. Level 7, my friend.
Level 7 squirrel.
Sorry,
I know we did.
Continue though.
I know, Mike.
Hey, Monsieur. I was about to
wait on this last wine. What did you think it was? Because it just says red table wine, and you didn't guess. What am I just over here alone?
I need some.
Like more. I said, you need some more to guess. Like I said, I said
The one thing we don't have is a
Petit
spit
Verdot
bucket
blend.
that Gary Vee usually has on his early
Punch out a little
episodes.
extra they got to dump off. Because, Napa, they're not going to. It's tough to call. See, yeah, St. Helena, they're not growing too much in. What? Is that in the toe?
Yeah, floor. Right by your foot.
It's tough to call. I will say it's just a tough one to call.
So for me, I have limited experience, but let's see. Oh,
You're good. They're close.
just knocked over 2 bottles of wine. What's this remind me of? Is what I'm trying to first put 1 and 2 together. Is like what in my past of trying all the different types. I would say this is more of a dessert wine.
Dry as heck, though. Bone dry. It's bone dry, boy.
Is dessert wine bone dry or no?
No, but
Okay.
dessert wine knows always have high residuals.
So then never mind. So
I'm going to look it up
It's
while
fine.
you're guessing just to see if
If anything, like maybe a Bordeaux blend. It's just not as what I would think a Bordeaux would be, right? Maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe it has some Cab, some Merlot.
oh my
some
gosh.
Syrah.
All right, go. What did you guess?
A Bordeaux blend.
What did you guess?
What?
Oh, that's it? Okay, that's it.
Well, I could keep going, but Bordeaux blend.
But what's in the blend?
Oh, what's in it? I'm not
Damn,
back.
that's
Hold
pretty
on.
good.
Give me a second. A little bit of cinnamon, some oak.
Yeah, it's great. Man, thought we get to drink these tonight. Oh yeah, see, look at that. I called her that rose right there on the freaking.
So let's talk it over with the crew, with everybody tuning in right now.
When you look it up,
We are on this truth.
I said Merlot Petit Verdot. I was wrong though. I mean, I was half right. He's right. Marcello's right. It's a true blend. It's a Cab Sauv, Merlot, Cab Franc. But man, we got it. Because
Damn, how did I get that? That's fucking shocking. You
We
can
got
tell I drink a bit of wine. I mean,
I'm
will
really
say,
shocked
I
that
drank a
they did a
shitload of
screw
wine
top,
in Portugal. I had to try them all. Had to. Restaurants,
Man, good shout out Gary V, man. This wine is good pickup. Good pickup. Good pickup. I would buy this. Again. I'd buy it again for sure.
Is residuals the same as legs?
No, residual sugar is after fermentation. So yeast eats the sugar to create the wine, right? So you can stop the fermentation or you can let the yeast go and then add sugar after. Generally with dessert wines, you're picking the grapes so late, like they're like raisins. Like there's like no acid left. It's just straight, it's a sugar bomb, right? So the yeast will die at about 17, 18, even before that, depending on your yeast strain, 17, 18, 19% is when your yeast is going to die. So that's that's where your dessert wine comes in, is you harvest those raisins basically, try to ferment it as best you can. And then hope that it doesn't get infected, because it's the more sugar you have, the more other bacteria can eat it. So that's why there's not that much money in dessert wines. More people do it for fun. Once you're talking like Chateau de Cam. Anywho, what do they do? Yeah, dessert wine. Residual sugar is just grams per milliliter. They measure that. That's what they call dry. Dry is 0 to like 0.7, stuff like that.
We're professional. We're professionals. That's all I can say.
Nice. Great questions, though. Lisa.
Dude, I love them. Love them.
Yeah,
They've been coming.
come
Like,
back with
audience
more.
has been helping out a ton. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's great. I love it. I mean, I you know me. I will scroll and do all day.
So, like most of these episodes, especially interviews, like I generally have a topic and we just roll with it. I don't have predefined questions. Like all the questions I asked you about Web3, they just kind of came with the flow. I wrote, I'm going to ask you questions about Web3, but what specific questions? It's all up in the air. We do it live around here. Now, the last 7 questions I just finished writing for him, those are pre-thought. So I do write those down ahead of time. And we're going to get to those momentarily, but we're rocking and rolling here. We're still tasting. Is there a third type of bottle that we want to taste here?
Oh yeah, I have 2 more we get to try and dissect. If people want.
Shit, we are going. All right.
Who said that? Is there a third time? Who said that?
I asked you.
Oh, you asked me?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, we got more wine. Yeah.
So what's the opposite of dessert wine?
Bone dry.
Least amount of residuals?
Correct. Like a champagne or, just.
So Prosecco is definitely dessert wine.
Well, that Prosecco's a happy medium.
Dry,
Prosecco's a happy medium.
Mildly dry to me every time I drink it.
And that depends on the producer.
Yeah,
that's
the
depends
one
where
your
the
mom
grape
loves
was grown.
that I always buy for her. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Best mimosa champagne, or it's not champagne.
Prosecco around here.
Blah. Delicious. Wait, what?
I said, yeah, we drink some Prosecco around here.
Kelly, you need to watch BitmonkeyTV. We're gonna clip this.
My mom's birthday was yesterday. We were on a boat. Hey, we were drinking Prosecco.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So, yeah. Residual sugar has a lot to do with whether they classify.
Hold up. Why does that taste different? Did you pour me a different?
No, that's the 2012. Did I pour you some Empathy Elephant? I went back to the Empathy Elephant because it was delicious.
Holy shit. That does not taste like the truth. I immediately could tell the difference than what we were just drinking the past 2 glasses.
So what that comes down to and what I feel like with this 2019 Empathy Elephant is that you get that more concentration. And let me report it for you again.
Yeah, thank you.
So that you can go back to it. Is, for the winemaking industry, they call it punch downs. Sorry.
I mean,
it's really hard because you know why there's that. So that's why there's Gary V. That's why we have the foil on the top. It does help that a little bit. Do you see why these don't have the foil on top? The other ones do, and they don't get.
I will admit, so from somebody who has spent a good not Johnny Depp. Shout out Johnny Depp. Are you team Johnny Depp or Amber Heard?
Is that really a question, sir?
All right, Johnny Depp. I know you've spent a shitload on wine. I'd love to have you on the show someday. So if you see this, my man, let's do the thing. All you gotta do is pull out your smartphone. Anyway, I know you love wine, but I just squirreled the shit. What was I about to say?
I need you to walk out of that court and say.
No, what was I about to say? God damn.
You'll remember this. As the day.
If it's important enough, I will. So, definition of why I've never drinking wine on air. Because sometimes you might get a little distracted. You might lose focus when you do it live. Squirrel.
Just look back at the title.
No, that's not fucking out. We're talking about Johnny Depp over here. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Squirrel.
Lost it. I think I was going to say something along the lines of, to my limited. Yeah, never mind. Done. Forget it. So, without squirrel ado, do we have more wine to taste?
Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's dissect it. I just poured you more of the Empathy Elephant, though.
All right. Now I'm gonna go back to
when do we get to? When do I get this fire off of questions, man? I'm almost like there's a build up there. I'm like, I
usually do them at the very, very end, so I'm trying to time it. That's why I'm asking you. I was like,
secret phrases at the end.
Whenever.
Just gonna snake it in.
I got a banner just for that, my friend. Hold up. I got a banner just for that. I will not give out my seed phrase.
He's gonna DM me for my secret phrase.
I will not give out my seed phrase. I hope everybody's picturing Bart Simpson in their head writing on a chalkboard. I will not give out my seed phrase. 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 And then skating off and doing some rebel shit. See, everybody from who grew up with us knows. Oh yeah.
I know this is.
I gotta say, some fucking delicious wine. I don't know if I'm biased over here, but shoo.
Really adds to the
I will. I promise. I'm gonna be giving one more of these away at least. I can't tell you if it's now, this year, next year, or the next year, but just keep tuning in. I'm saving one of these over the next 3 years. I'm getting all the rest of the bottles I have signed by Gary V every year at VCon. And I'll eventually give one of those away.
Going back to this, just
and the only way is
elephant.
through BitmonkeyTV Pops.
What do you get when you go back to this Empathy Elephant?
Compared
I do get, like, when you compare it, yeah, I do get that bell pepper again. That youthfulness that will help preserve it for years to come. So, like, this wine, definitely, you can just put it away and try to forget about it and make
like immediately.
So good.
Immediately, the aftertaste, bar none, like it's binary, it's ones and zeros. It does not compute. It does not compare the two. That's why I immediately knew when I drank the glass, that's not what we were just drinking. It's a face schmelter in a good way, in a very, very mouth-watering, taste bud tingling good way. Like full body, amazing bottle of wine. Oh, Nadine, thanks for tuning in. Oh no, I feared walking into the live towards the end. Seems like there's going to be some fun stuff going on. Wine on air. So we're an hour and 15 minutes in. We corked our first bottle 10 minutes in, and we're just going through the flow. So we haven't done the POAPs yet, sir. In a good position there. You did miss some alpha since you are a finalist. Congratulations. Also, double check. Oh, wait. You were the unique one where you're flying out separately. So scratch that. You know your flights. But double check your flights. But I will tease it if I haven't already.
No, make her go back.
Yeah, no, you can go
Don't
back
tell
and
her.
play it. Yeah.
Tell her. Make her go back. You got to go back because it was news
You
for
gotta
you.
go back. The guest says so. But how are you doing? So she's actually a fellow Arizonian.
Oh,
how do you say Azian?
what?
Azia,
We're in Phoenix.
Azian? Is there like a term?
Arizonian.
Arizonian. I gotta say, I love it over here.
What
I don't like though, I'm trying not to smile right now. I'm at that point where my lips are so fucking chapped.
I keep looking at that. I'm like
trying to cover my mouth when I go to smile because it's like it's on the grasp of just cracking. It's tough. I felt it driving into the desert too, because I knew from last time, same shit happened.
And for those of you that don't know, Marcelo's vegan, so we're gonna go out to a fancy vegan restaurant.
So
my kids deserve it.
My friends, out of all my friends,
patiently.
I tell everybody, yo, I just eat plants. I don't really say the vegan thing because I still wear wool. And some vegans in public environments will, if they're a diehard vegan, I'm against animal abuse. Yes, all of that. But why are you going to let it affect your day-to-day life, your happiness, your vibe, your aura? But every time we're out at a restaurant or some shit, he's like, oh, my friend's vegan. Do you have anything for my vegan friend? Always points the fingers. Always vocalizes the word vegan ever since day one. Because
day one goes back to like 6th grade, so I don't know this guy.
I first met him on a GoPed. We were like younger than you could even. Yeah, we were very, very young.
Friends since 6th grade.
I'm driving out of Phoenix, probably Saturday night, maybe Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I want to get to Minnesota by Monday. Now I'm going to rent another place for a few days before the other rental because I just want a full week of a normal schedule from Monday to Thursday. And if I'm on the road Monday and Tuesday, I don't get that schedule. So that's my plan as of now. But it's not static. It might change
and stuff.
But I am driving. That's one thing that won't change. I know. It should be okay. Just one little stop, a little napper for 10 hours. And who knows, maybe a hotel, a camping spot, or an Airbnb. What are we going to?
Oh, whenever you're ready.
Are we on the next one now?
I am.
I'm running slow here. I'm going to have to let you entertain the audience. I've never once had to use the restroom while streaming.
Oh, no.
Now is that time.
I was ready.
Hey, 132 episodes and I haven't had to do that shit. Think about that.
Don't break the seal. Anywho.
That's amazing. Right?
So the next one, all different years. We got a 12, or yeah, start off with a 19. Went to a 12. Now we're on a 16.
I can't get enough of this empathywines.
I will say this last one is it's the best. We save the best.
Hey, let's go. So after Minnesota, I go down. I'm going to go say what's up to Cam. I'm going to go work my way to St. Louis. Say hi to his mom, aka my adopted mom. It just sounded wrong, but it's my adopted mom.
As a adopted son, he's gonna go see my mother. Yes.
Go chill the link at these young
Like some stifler shit.
and then we go to no.
This guy's over
and
here.
then I go to NFT NYC after that, and then Florida, somewhere in the mix. Just exploring the East Coast. I want to work my way from New York down to Florida along the coast. Because I've done fucking Oregon to Mexico many times in California, so I got to do the opposite side. You know what I mean?
Did I pour you the next one yet?
No, I'm still doing it. I'm gonna drink this, walk away. When I come back, it's gonna be a full glass.
Okay. After that, then I'll take a break. Without Squirrelado. So we're gonna. I'll talk about this next one.
You guys for a second.
So for those watching, I've been rearranging all these wines here. The one up front is a 2016 Muscardini. This one, I saved this one the best for last because 2016 is almost, if you look it up, it's looking up to be, they don't want to call it a perfect year, but goddamn, 16 was a great fucking year in Napa. This is hailing from San Giacomo Vineyards, was the grower, and then Muscardini was the winemaker. So I know a lot about both ends of the deal on this one. When I've actually had this one shipped out to me specifically 3 times now. That's how much I like this wine. I went to the winery, tried it, and then now I've had it shipped out to Phoenix 3 times. This, like I said, 2016. If you can, snag it. If it's from Napa and Sonoma. 16 is looking to be a fantastic year. 17 was the year that the fires happened. So you're going to find that a lot of the 16s were bought up. But if you can, they're out there. They're out there. Don't give up hope. Because I was in Maui, and I just snagged a 2013 from Sonoma. So believe it or not, you can find it out there. So go back to the 16 Muscardini. This one, you get that. I really like that salty black olive kind of Curant type of just nose. Definitely that deep rose, as I was talking about earlier. But immediately you smell that it's the concentration there. And that's why I really love this producer. Punch downs, baby, punch downs.
Ooh, she knows her stuff. Camus Cab?
Oh, I can't see that. Yeah, Camus. Yeah, that's an apple. That's
yes. Did you guys have? I'm gonna read it word for word. Did you guys have by Nadine Wilson? Did you guys have a Camus Cab in the mix for comparative?
Oh, so this will shut down.
But
This Muscardini, I know Camus. So in the when you're in the wine field, Camus is a nice tourist attraction. It has a nice name. It's been bought out many times. You find Camus is often produced with raisins, so they often have a lot of residual sugar, which in a non-dessert wine, is not the most desirable. So Camus has off years. Camus has such a following that all the good years get bought up by the wine club members.
Holding it, but thank you.
But not only that, it's not a wine. You know what? If you enjoy it, that's the best part. If you enjoy it, that's the best part. So we do love Camus. I love Camus. It's just some people have, because I love Camus, people have said, "Oh, you like raisins," and I'm like, "Shut the hell
up, fucking dick." I don't like.
But there's the private selection by Camus too. So there's different years. So each, and that's what I tell ourselves. Did you like it? That's ultimately the best. It's like, Gary V knows that. When you grab this 12, like, I would buy this again. I was like, shit, I know that skirt cap turns you off.
So how many?
Yeah. What do you think about this one? Case production on this Muscardini, by the way.
Wait, when did you
500 case production. What?
Today, yesterday?
What?
When did you open that one?
Just now.
Just now? Oh,
like
just
five,
now?
5 minutes before the show, my nerves. were
Oh,
going.
okay. So it's been aerating
Yeah.
for at least an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ready.
Holy
I know. You
shit.
can really. This is a 500
I'm
case
not,
production wine.
Like, wow. I would say this is comparable to the Empathy Elephant. Hands down.
Yeah, I mean,
Hands down.
But again, this has been in the bottle for three.
Now,
3 more
compared
years,
to
so.
the Empathy Elephant, Merlot. Got it.
Again, yeah, I should have probably stated that. But
Hopefully the choppiness goes away soon. I don't know why it's so choppy.
a lot of times,
I do not like raisins, period. So I have a
how
squirrel
do you like
comment.
Camus then?
Do you stay in the water for long periods of time? And if so, do you hate your fingers afterwards?
Well, that was designed so you could grip things better. So,
But they look like raisins. I've always referenced raisins and fingertips underwater for like an hour plus.
Yeah, me too.
You know.
It's white wine.
What did you say? This guy got jokes. This guy got jokes. This guy got many jokes. This guy got many jokes. No, because I don't have to eat them. That's the figure starter. Not unless you cover them with olives.
Gosh.
I used to do that all the time.
You talk to the camera. I got to make sure my kids are okay.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. So
shout out my kids for being patient.
shout out. Right, and maybe no. I have one of these questions.
Hold on.
Don't bring them. Actually, if they want to. So I hope everybody's enjoyed a unique episode of BitmonkeyTV. Would you like to see more of these where we open bottles of wine? Because a lot of my yearly routine is going to be traveling a lot. And I'm going to be in Arizona at least 1 month out of the year, it looks like, because I think I figured out the perfect time of year to come visit. Not only the people I love, but to also get a different change of scenery, right? Throughout the year. So that means 4 episodes out of each year will be streamed here. So 4 episodes out of the annual episodes of BitmonkeyTV could be wine episodes. Would you like to see more of it? Because I'm all for it. I'm not fucking around here. Raisins are bottom tier dried fruits. Couldn't agree more. They are not built different like some top tier dried fruits. Damn it. What does Scotty B compared to as a dried fruit? Can't even. Built different. Built different. Built different. Now, we've been jamming for a minute. So as soon as he comes back, what we're going to do is, I think we have one more bottle, but as soon as we get through the next 2 bottles, I'm going to slowly but surely, normally if you're, a watcher of BitmonkeyTV and you've seen past interviews, I always prep 7 questions for my IRL guests. And usually question 5, 6, and 7 are identical across all of the guests because I want to know that from every guest. And then the first 1 to 4 is always custom tailored to that guest. And what I'll do today is it's going to be a little different than usual. During the next 2 bottles, I'm going to ask those questions. I think that's the best approach, right? Rather than finishing all the bottles, asking, we got to get to dinner too. We got 2 hungry little kiddos that either we cook or we order food. I offered to order food. They said cook. So it looks like we're cooking. Little girls reign the world, little princesses. Dried mangoes built different. Hey! Dried mangoes and blueberries and passion fruit. Yes, if you dry that, you're not for drying that. I eat that shit fresh. But mango, blueberries, and what was that other one? Papaya, dragon fruit. How they doing?
Oh, they're doing so good.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Phoenix Suns and Dallas Mavericks are on. Go Suns, go Warriors.
Oh, shit. Oh,
so shout out to everybody that's tuned in, obviously, because there's a lot going on out there.
I know, right? Shout out to everybody. We're a little choppy right now because the Wi-Fi is a little spotty, but it tapers out.
Yeah. All right, so let's rapid fire these questions, or let's deduce this wine. I don't know where we're scoring to do it.
Hey! No pressure, but door's always open. I may have to hop in the car real quick and help you finish those beautiful bottles. That's what.
Oh,
Nadine
come
says.
over. We're gonna go out to a restaurant after this.
Hey, I was just talking about that when you were gone. I was like, so we had planned on cooking dinner. I suggested restaurant.
No, my
I
kids
think
deserve a nice
after
restaurant.
this, we're probably not going to cook shit and go get some
No,
food.
we're going next.
We're going to go to a nice restaurant. Not sure where yet.
Yeah.
Any recommendations? Always encouraged.
Oh, we're down. We're down to go south.
Yeah, go south a little bit.
Anywho, so did you just dissect the wine at all, or should I head back to this?
So let me go back to
this
it
wine
because
is bomb.com.
it is bomb.com. as they would say.
So I mean, out of the three we've tried,
So as the
which one's your
smell, it's very, very. I don't want to say sharp, but it impacts the nostrils quite a
so
bit.
that you're saying the alcohol is high when you're right off the bat, man. That's the alcohol burn 15.3.
So when it burns more through the nose, wait.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say compared to the empathy,
Empathy's up there
15.3.
15.3. They're both 15.3.
Identical
I know.
alcohol content. Absolutely amazing.
That's where you get that ageability. I mean, there's that fine line between just like
Before
well,
this
also
talk, I
tax
didn't know
reasons.
that. I didn't know that.
Well, there's also tax reasons. Once it gets to like 17%, like it's a certain percentage. I don't have my note cards with me. But the alcohol distributors they won't distribute it because they have to pay a higher tax like it's whiskey. There's the level.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
That would
that's
make
why
sense, though.
a lot of people don't have access to really delicious wines because of those tax brackets. So, when you really dive into it, it's all politics. Sucks, but that it keeps you going to the winery. You got to go to the winery for the good stuff. We're getting directly shipped because
Better wine's not that consistently.
that's why
what
there's
about
those
port wine?
it goes like 20, 40, 80 because if you're paying that 80, that 100, obviously Total Wine's going to incur that extra tax bracket for that cost. But that's why there's big jumps in the cost at your local grocery store too.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the one who taught me about how at grocery stores and even Bevmos, whatever your local wine shop is, top to bottom, they always put the most expensive bottles eye height, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or like the premium, but then the cheaper stuff's always lower because of the natural flow of human beings. They want you to see the ones they want you to buy the most, right? That aren't necessarily the best. And that's something he pointed out. Yeah. Always look around, always identify. And be mindful of that.
My best tip, I guess, for the wine.
Yeah, this is a good question.
New people to the wine industry.
New people to the wine industry.
If you can, you go for produced and bottled by. Grown. This one says grown, produced, and bottled by. They go a little bit extra mile it's probably stated on the back of the wine. And what you want is less people touching the grapes. And when I say Giacomo Vineyards Muscardini, so that tells you some people are proud of it, but it tells you a lot on the back just by saying produced and bottled by or estate grown. Vinted is a different meaning. Just Google it and do your own research. I
totally just heard that AC turn off. I didn't even know that was on.
DYOR.
DYOR. NFA. DYOR. Always mix the two.
You know what we should do? You should blind these wines. These 3 glasses, I'll fill up with each one, and you
want to do it right now?
Right now. You have to drink off my glass, but you're gonna be okay.
I don't got cooties.
All right, turn around or drink.
I hope you don't mind. I got the most recent stint of COVID back in Portugal. So
you have to do a blind of which ones are which. Okay.
I gotta kill it.
Yeah, you have to kill that. I'm gonna pour all 3 different, and you're
Hi,
gonna
Isabel.
say which one is which.
Hi, Isabella.
Come on in.
Isabella.
You want to go that one?
Ooh.
Do they have vegan
Look at them.
stuff?
They're picking restaurants. Hey, so as long as they have French fries and salad as a side,
Looks good.
I just got done.
Is that
with
the
4
one that
months of that.
grandpa had the fish tacos and then got food poisoning? I think that's the one, but that's okay. We will get fish tacos.
I don't know.
I think it is. That's the one by Safeway, right? We can go there. It's really good. I'm down.
Okay.
But I just won't get the fish tacos. Don't get the fish tacos. All right.
Try my burger.
Or grab another glass. Your
So
choice.
Nadine says, I heard Pizzeria Bianco.
Oh my
up
gosh.
there. Hold
If
up.
they're
That's
open, I'll
amazing.
go.
We were gonna stop by there when we went to see Hassan.
I'll meet you there. Yes, Pizza Bianco got the best rated pizza. They were like,
time didn't permit. I need to know if
we
this-
might go somewhere different as well.
if it is actually all that and more.
I've been to Pizzeria Bianco and it's amazing.
They
They
have
make
to
their
have-
mozzarella fresh. Like,
Do they
just
have
like
plant-based pizza? by chance?
Yeah.
I would imagine a place like this would.
I'm down.
So is this where we're going? Did you just shoot down what they just chose? 'Cause
I'll override Pizzeria Bianco. I mean, because that's like
I would love some pizza. I
no,
love
but
pizza.
they have antipasti, roasted vegetables, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a French. Dude, it was rated. It was New York Post rated at like number 7 pizza in all of the United States. It was super highly rated. I went there and I was like, oh okay, it's good because they make their sausage from scratch. You don't want to eat that, but the sauce. I had the smoked sausage and portobello pizza. Oh my lord, I will buy it again and again.
Like I said, the only meat I ever eat
I know. So, but they do have the antipasti.
again is
You know,
gonna be meat that I kill and skin myself.
I love how this is just how we talk normally.
Yeah, it really is.
We're squirreling
we're
to
gonna,
do.
we're gonna talk about this. I don't think I've ever talked about this publicly. So, as many of you know, I'm plant-based. I did it to try it. I
Wait,
loved
we're doing
it
a
so
blind
much.
talk, or and I'm gonna pour
Do
these
your thing,
wines.
yeah.
Okay, wait.
And
How do we?
I think I
I'm
went
gonna
a
go off
year.
camera. I'm gonna go off camera.
I first was like, all right, I'm gonna go plant-based. I started cutting red meat. I was eating more white meat, turkey, chicken, poached chicken, primarily the healthiest way you can cook it. And then bacon, New York steak once a week. I cut all that down. And then I cut meat cold turkey after that, which was a horrible idea because my body did go through withdrawal symptoms. And I hadn't called my mom in a long time. Like, I think I'm gonna die. I'd like to see you one last time. Like, please take care of me, mom. But there's nothing she could have done at that point in time. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is when I first made that transition, I was just a heavy meat eater. I ate a shitload of bacon. And I was aware of everything going on, but that wasn't my focus. My focus was to challenge myself and to see if I could do it. Right? A test of self-will, so to speak. And now fast forward, 2016? The Easter of 2016 was the last year I ate meat, if I'm not mistaken. So that would mean 7 years or 6 years? 6 to 7 years of no eating meat. And it wasn't through any type of bodily issues of me rejecting it. It wasn't like I understood that the factory farming, like the effect that it has, how bad it is to eat that meat, how bad it is for the environment, how just fucking horrible it is. Yes, I acknowledge, I respect, I see all of that. So please, in the comments in the future, if you're an animal activist, this is not about that. This is just about my experience, my journey, explaining to you what I felt throughout different phases. Now I'm at the point where 6-7 years no meat. I have promised myself, if I ever eat meat again, I have to kill the animal. I have to take care of everything from point A to point Z, from point A being the animal alive and well to point Z being ready to cook, right? I'm responsible for all that.
Okay.
So that I know the responsibility, so that I know how to respect the animals, so that I know exactly everything it takes to do what we do when we buy it from the store and make it so simple to cook. That's my promise to myself. So it's going to happen one day, but it'll probably happen after I buy those 100+ acres.
Okay.
Where the fuck ever.
So you can move the
So
wines.
without squirrel ado, He blindly poured the bottles.
Marcelo's gonna. We tried
I'm
3
done
wines on air.
rambling at this point. I hope everybody enjoyed that ramble.
All right. We'll
I
leave the wines
probably
out.
missed a few things that I wanted to say, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I want the people to see, so we're not switching the wines. So keep them in that order. I have them in the same order that the bottles are hidden from, so you won't be able to say I got it wrong.
He even put a towel over
I
the
got
bottle so I wouldn't see.
Well, we do this. So I want you to go. You can pick whichever way you want to go. The 3 wines we tried on air. I don't know. Do you want me to name them off? Will that help you? Which years and varietals they were, or do you think you could just remember?
Water off.
Yeah, rinse them out.
Yeah, no, that was smart. That was smart.
Yeah,
it's just gonna mess with my smelling business.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, let's see. And by the way, now I don't have a glass to drink out of, so better go fast. So
I'm supposed to guess which one it is?
Yes.
I'm supposed to talk about it.
No, you could just guess fast. I mean, I could guess fast. Obviously. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can guess it fast, but you're supposed to, I mean, like,
this is
Fred
not the
Dave,
truth.
the master sommelier.
All I can say is this is not the truth. I'm going to keep it at that.
That's not the. Oh, that's a good. It's they call it deductive reasoning. Perfect. That's not
cross canceling over here.
Perfect. That's
multiple
that's
choice.
Very common in the.
1 of 4 odds of being right.
So not the truth. This one is not the truth. He says.
Not the truth.
So next one is.
White slide there.
Pizzeria Bianca. Where are we really going? Because now I'm excited.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta try this other one before I make my decision on this.
Look it up. It was rated too. Are you? Oh, you can't. We gotta put it back where it went. What the heck? What are you doing hiding from the people? So I didn't see. I tried to set this up.
Truth.
Go back.
Truth.
So he's called the middle is the truth. Then we have
the truth. Hold up.
Empathy Elephant Muscardini. So the middle's truth he's calling. I guess I'll put it in that order now. It's called Middle Truth. Which one is the Empathy Elephant? Gary V, this is for all the marbles. If he guesses it right, he loves your wine.
Let's go to the next question. Have you read Omnivore's Dilemma by Michael Pollan? Talks about exactly that. Super cool book. No, but I'm going to add that to my list. Thank you. I really appreciate that. The fact that it's so within my interest, I'm definitely going to fucking order that and read it. But short answer, no. I'm looking forward to reading it, though. Thank you.
It's hard to decide between Gary V's wine and the Muscardini, I will say. So one's a Merlot, one's a Cab. It's hard. You got to figure out, I guess one's Sonoma, one's Napa.
Empathy,
Muscardini. All right, let's see, folks.
I might be wrong, but that's how it felt.
So that's the order. So we'll
that was the face schmelter. That's how I did my fucking gauge. I was like,
let's see.
Where's the face schmelter?
That's how he's calling it. Let's see.
Hold on, let me try again.
Oh, now he's going back?
Yeah, I gotta try again. That one hasn't changed.
These are unopened, so I know I have the open ones on the side, folks. Truth stays. And he's going back. Oh, I can tell you what. I can already tell you right now. I can tell you. Don't look at me.
Damn, that's so close. Just by the color, I want to swap it.
It's not even close to me.
To me, it's close enough because of the difference between the truth and those two.
So you're sticking your tears?
I kind of want to switch it, but I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to stick to the original guess. But
I
part
don't
of me
remember
wants
the
to
answer,
switch
but I
these
think-
two. Part of me does want to switch these two.
I don't remember. We're leaving it. I would switch them based on the color, but I don't remember.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the color.
We're going to find out.
And the reaction, because his had more time to breathe.
Ready? Look.
Yeah, I'm going to switch.
No, you know.
God damn it. All right, fine. I was right.
You were wrong.
Well, I was right with wanting to switch it.
No, okay, that's what I said. Why?
fucking knew it.
Once
Something
I said my
didn't
2
feel
cents,
right.
he wanted to switch. He was wrong.
I was wrong, but I
And
was
you gotta
right.
look
in
at that color.
trying
You
to
see,
be
now
wrong.
that you okay,
Does
but
that
now
make sense?
but look, now that you've known, look at the
Spoke
color
like
real
every
quick.
true-
Look how youthful that purple looks. Look how youthful that purple looks. Like,
See, now I know to look for this.
it's very like a
because,
vibrant purple, whereas this one's going brown. You gotta remember, it's going brown. It's going. So it's
a
very.
fucking good
For me, I saw it. I was
observation.
like, oh shit.
I would have never
I
caught
was
that.
like, oh my god, I can see that from a mile away with this. Well, this big old light that we have. Shit, man, you can see a lot. You don't get that when you're.
So I
You don't
did
get
stick
that when
with
you're
my
on the
first
test.
thought. Thank you, Nadine. But I wanted to go with the second thought because the second thought was correct. I don't mean to be so aggressive.
No
It's
pizza
just-
Bianco.
What?
No pizza Bianco.
Fuck yeah, pizza.
Are we
Bianco.
going? Did she make? Are we going though?
What do you mean? We're going.
Oh, we're going.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, is it open? I thought she checked.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she was our guide on checking if it's open or not.
Oh,
I think it was more of a.
we're kind of
mention
far away, so I thought we were gonna meet up, but
That's
that's why I was like, yeah, I
How
love
far
it.
of
There.
a drive is it from here?
Well, it's 20 miles,
So that's what, like 40 minutes?
just 30 minutes, but still, I mean,
That's not
it'd be a lot
So
easier to
desert
find
driving,
it.
that's how it is. That's how it is.
Phoenix is like the size.
When I first came here, I was like, holy
Sonoma
shit, this is
County.
like driving from
It's
what?
huge.
What?
Phoenix is huge.
Yeah.
The top to
And it's
bottom.
like just straight desert. Desert.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to get to the East Coast from here by car.
Oh, New Mexico, and then
Mexico's probably gonna
Oklahoma,
be pretty
Texas.
dull, I would imagine.
it's fun. New Mexico
Is it
amazing.
fun?
Well, Albuquerque, if you like wine, there's wineries out there in New
Interesting.
Mexico. There's the Rio Grande is very fertile.
Yeah. So let me get into the closing questions.
Yeah,
Now that
let's
we
do.
did
Let's
our
rock
guest
these
thing,
out. Because now I'm gonna drink some of this wine.
right?
Which one did you like the most? I'll go for that muscardine.
I gotta say, it's between the Muscardini and the Empathy Elephant. Hands down, those two. Those two, no doubt. So I'm gonna slowly, as we end the episode, we've been jamming for quite some time. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Time to be announced. We'd love to hear feedback. What time would you like us to stream? We're gonna go fishing in the morning. I don't know where we going fishing.
Sedona.
We're gonna go up to Sedona, right?
Yeah,
to
we're
go
going to
fishing.
Sedona.
And if
I got
you
a
want to
secret
join
spot.
us, come through. But then we come back by noon. We probably stream by 1:32. So I'll set some alarms in Discord, Twitter, Instagram, all the works. Let everybody know when we're streaming tomorrow. But we're gonna do back-to-backs because I did miss Tuesday. But without squirrel ado, I did open up the POAP chat in the Discord. The secret word today
I gotta get my POAP.
is going to be Web3 and wine,
Web3.
comma, built different. So go ahead, and what I'm going to do today is a special day. bitmonkey.gg/Discord. I'm going to leave it open until we get back from dinner, right? Because we've had such an awesome day, an awesome episode. We hadn't streamed all week. I want to leave the window open bigger than normal. So it'll be open like 3 or 4 hours. And the secret words are Web3 and wine, comma, built different, followed by your wallet address, your public-facing wallet address. Go ahead, join the bitmonkey.gg/Discord. You can put that in your web browser. It'll sign you up. Go down to the POAP channel, enter in that secret phase, followed by your public wallet address, and I will airdrop you those POAPs in the future, in the near future, in the next week or so. If you don't already know, those POAPs qualify you for physical and digital giveaways here at BitmonkeyTV. And we've been giving away high-value items. It's no fucking joke. Like, you'd be shocked at the shit we're giving away around here. Like, that's how it is. Surprise and delights. So, without squirrel ado, we're going to slowly but surely taper down and ask, instead of focusing on the questions, because I still want to talk wine and Web3, and I'm sure I'll have another question or two for Benjamin here. But we're going to ask those 7 closing questions I ask every single guest I have on the show, whether it's virtual or IRL. So before we do, let's go to the comments real quick. Oh, it's 3 hours. So you're out. You're like south Arizona, I would imagine.
3 hours. That's Tucson. From here?
I guess so, yeah. They say stick. Oh, wait. I went to the wrong one. All right, already been in my car holding a table. Next time we can plan something.
Next time. But good recommendation, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're going to go there, right?
I mean, if you want to drive, man, I mean, it's just
depends on what's up. We'll
rated.
figure it out. If we go there, we'll let you know how.
I went there as soon as I saw
the
the ratings, and I saw that on the New York Times, and I saw that it was Phoenix. I didn't even see it on the Phoenix thing. I was like, whoo, pizza's like $30, but I mean, we're just talking. It's authentic to everything. You know, it's made from tomato. You know, nothing's canned. Nothing's.
Gotta fucking try this now. All right. So
Good
without
life.
further
Good
ado,
life.
question 1 of 7. What's your favorite vineyard all time, hands down, at this fucking moment? No disregard, no negative towards other vineyards. What's your favorite vineyard?
It's so crazy.
Not year,
Yeah.
none of that. Vineyard.
So
Because I have multiple questions.
it's so crazy that that is a question, and that is the one like I mean, so I was living in Rohnert Park, and I was working at Ramsgate Winery, and I would you were there during most of the travels.
Says,
We would
yep,
try to
Pastor
visit
Con.
the best vineyards and wineries we could go to. That being
I'll
said,
let you know for sure.
on the way to Bennett Valley from Rohnert Park, there is this beautiful westward facing mountains for the Matacombas. And you're going to find those houses don't go for sale because that's just generational houses. In between there, right in between, on your way from Rohnert Park to Sonoma, there's this perfect little valley. It's like, I call it the Hidden Ranch Valley bottle. If you want to look, it's just a perfect valley. It's called that's why when you get to Sonoma, Napa, the best vineyards are owned not by wineries. If you look up I think a Chardonnay recently got 100 points. It was a Hyde Vineyard. They're just great growers. So San Giacomo is the short answer. I've been to this vineyard specifically. It's on your way to Bennett Valley. Small. That's my personal favorite because I've lived close. I drink a lot of now I just different Napa regions, but San Giacomo Vineyards, my favorite.
I love it. What's
Used to
your
sell the Pinot
favorite
Noir
year and favorite type of wine? This is a 2-part question. Favorite year and favorite type of wine.
Favorite year.
Part 1.
When I go back, I mean, I've only started drinking like the most like I've had experience with 08s, 09s is when I really got into the wine industry. I drank a lot of 11 cabs at the time because they were nice to drink at the time. If I'm gonna drink it, 13, I think 13 was my favorite vintage for Napa and Sonoma. 12, 13, 14 was a triple like amazing year. They just couldn't believe it. 12, which is why I'm really shocked. We have a 12 here. 11 was the worst year Napa in like decades. So 12, they just weren't ready for the crop. Like they had more grapes than they knew what to do with in 2012. And then by 13, they were ready for that crop. So that's why I like 13.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
So 13. And then part 2, type of wine.
Oh, Bordeaux blends, yeah.
Bordeaux blend.
That's why we're very lucky that this Red Table wine turned into a Bordeaux blend because Zinfandels and Syrahs get a little sugary and earthy, gamey. For me, a little bit funky. They're fun for like when you're trying a lineup. But Bordeaux blends really have elegance. That's what I stick to. I could even start off. I would if I could start off with a nice, not a dry champagne, but a Blanc de Noir. that is what I'd start off with, and then go to that's my recipe right there. It was a Blanc de Noir, and then go straight into Bordeaux.
Blanc de Noir Bordeaux. 2013 Blanc de Noir.
Oh, that's
hyphen
France.
Bordeaux.
I still almost got some good.
I love it. What's the favorite place you've traveled to? Question 3.
Oh, favorite place. Probably
Favorite
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica was amazing. Best beaches. I was with shout out Scotty B. We traveled on the island, jumped cliffs. Best water. Jerk chicken for all those out there. If you like spicy, there's no other. Like we ate jerk chicken at 1:00 in the morning after we. Oh my gosh, Jamaica by far is probably. In California we have to fly 7 hours to Florida, then 2 hours to Jamaica. So a lot of people don't do it, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And I just got back from Hawaii, by the way.
I love it.
So I still love Jamaica.
Even though it's been a longer timeline, Jamaica's still the top. Love it.
I would do it again.
Perspective or passion? Now, this is a question that you can answer more in depth, or you can just answer one of the two.
I think I'm still finding that out, man. I think we're all
I
searching.
fucking love that answer. I haven't gotten that answer once, which is great. So please elaborate.
I battle that every day of my life. Perspective or passion. And people are telling me I'm doing great things, but I'm like, I'm with these beautiful kids that some of you saw. So I obviously, not to get too depth into my life, I struggle with going back to the wine industry or hanging out with my kids until they figure out what college they want to go to. So that's why I'm working at a wine bar here in Phoenix. Still, working with wine. And so passion and perspective, I struggle with every day because I'm trying to follow my passion with wine and that lifestyle. You get a very holistic. I was growing zucchinis, carrots, strawberries, artichokes.
Oh, the house in Roder Park had all
the crops that we
and
grew.
Even some grape tree as well.
Yeah. We had
some great
cannabis.
Thick ass nugs.
I was able to grow all that in my country. So that's my passion. But right now, perspective is being with my kids because that is obviously that I love them more than anything. Boom.
Info. Blanc de Noir is my favorite wine.
Okay, Nadine.
Oh my God, not
What
info. I cannot find Blanc de Noirs here.
Yeah, you can't get them out here.
Germany.
Not unless you're.
Where do they sell them in Phoenix?
No, I haven't had it since I've left the wine industry. I used to get it
Napa Valley, right?
Ferrer or I was working at Ramsgate. I would snag. They were $80 bottles. I was getting them for like 50.
Wow.
Which a lot again. Perspective, people. Like that right there.
How many bottles of wine did you guys drink today? So we just started when the episode started, to be honest. That's why it's going so long. We've just been cracking bottles.
No, none of these are finished. Earlier. We taste and what we talked about in the beginning, Tim, is we'll drink these bottles over the next 3 days because they'll still be good. So
we haven't drinking them through.
Yeah, so we pace ourselves. I got a glass of water over here on the side.
I do not. I do not.
We're okay. No, but you pace like being in the wine industry after a bottle's been open for 3 days, the employees get to take it home. A lot of people don't realize that. So I prefer, maybe it's how I've been in the wine industry, I prefer the second day bottle because it's been chilling there. It can't be empty. It has to be 3/4.
I learned this from him.
Second day bottle is my favorite.
When a bottle is 1 or 2 days late because I can say, hey, can you give it to me cheaper since you didn't open it today? And they always do.
It's ready to drink right then, silky smooth.
Just knowing what to say.
Oh yeah.
But also I used to, full transparency, anybody who ever watches this in the future, remember my face. I probably didn't have dreads at that time, but I used to call him, text him. I'd be like, yo, I'm going on a wine tour right now. Yeah, I'm going on a wine tour right now. I don't want to pay for wine tastings. What do I say? And he would instruct me on what to say to pretend I'm a sommelier.
I'm just kidding.
Sure.
I'm just
To
kidding.
pretend I'm a sommelier, right? And there was this one time I went to a winery. Sommeliers don't leave their fucking phones anywhere. They're vetted drinkers. They don't leave their phones. I left my phone at a place that I said I was a sommelier. I went back the next day. It was like the walk of shame. It was fucking comedy. But I have him to thank for like the words to say, because I was texting him like, yo, this is the ones that got what do I say to make it seem like I'm a sommelier. And then by the time I'm done talking to usually a lady on the other end, she go, oh, you're a sommelier, level 1, level 2, like where'd you go? Where you from? Blah, 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 blah. And I would just spit.
There's a code.
Yeah. There's a
Tasting
code.
rooms. When
There's
you're,
a code.
When you work in a
Certain things you
tasting
talk
room,
about. Yeah.
the next tasting room person
I
gets
just
a
didn't
free
have no
tasting.
business cards.
Milked it. We'll just say you milked it.
So I don't understand how Blanc de Noirs have not taken off yet. They've been big in Europe for a while now.
Oh, I'll tell you right now.
Cry.
Pinot
Intense
Noir
is
goes
hard.
for $10,000 a ton.
Thanks for
Blanc de
tuning in, man.
Noir means white or red. Noir, obviously, or not obviously, but Noir is the
Obviously
Pinot Noir.
to you, maybe.
Pinot Noir goes for $10,000 a ton. So it's just people will pay it when you're a grower or a winemaker, you get more money. Because when you're doing Blanc de Noir, you have to pay a rack and riddle house to rack and riddle your wine in a traditional Champenois method, which is dosage through.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Yeah, so Blanc de Noir has to come through passion, and you don't get that many cases. A, because all bought through like Christmas and New Year's, but other than that, people will pay more for a single vineyard Pinot Noir, $80 a bottle, versus the same Blanc de Noir that we want at 80. They don't want to pay more than 80, but then the winery already has to pay that rack and riddle house. Plus, it's a whole different bottling, so you have to pay a different bottling company. So now you have to pay a rack and riddle house, but you have to pay a bottling truck comes in. So you have to pay $3 because it's a different bottle with a different cork. So wineries just don't want that many hands, and which is why I go back to when you look at these wines that we go back for estate or produced and bottled by. This one here, Muscardini, is vinted and bottled by because I know the San Giacomo growers. But it goes back to knowledge. And if I were to recommend a Blanc de Noir that you should ship, would be Gloria Ferrer. Gloria Ferrer Blanc de Noirs. I mean, there's different. They'll have different vintages and different. I can't remember how they categorize theirs, but long story short, you have to pay a rack and riddle house, and you have to pay a separate bottling company. That's why they don't see it, or it doesn't make it off the lot. Or it goes to wine club members.
Got it. Profit, bummer.
That was a really long answer. I'm sorry. That's why we can
it's all good.
get
Without
squirrel.
Squirrel Ado. So you know what's funny? I don't know if I mentioned it earlier on in the episode, but I fucking loved it. I was like, oh, you've been actually watching my content. It was like day one. I've only been here like maybe 3 days, but day 1 or day 2 of being here, I get into the car and we had I think we had planned on leaving somewhere. I forget the specifics, but this fool goes, without Squirrel Ado, we're good to go. And I'm like, yeah.
It's
I just screamed. I was like, ah, I freaked out. Like, yes.
That's just your, I mean, you're a bit monkey, but you squirrel to do.
I squirrel.
Because I'll be
the fuck out
listening
of
to you.
everything.
I'll be listening on the same podcast. I'm like, what the hell are they guys talking about
So,
right now?
I'm gonna soon start transcribing. It's not that hard, but like doing the subtitles for YouTube and then also doing a Spotify channel so that Joe Rogan, he has the voice, but he also has video. I'm gonna do the same.
How many
shit on
questions
Spotify.
are we at? Because these kids are hungry.
Oh yeah. We probably gotta finish up. With regards to production of this, I'm not sure. Wait. Oh, another question. Is it slightly similar to rosé from a Pinot Noir since
Yeah.
they are
Very
common
similar.
/big here? Are
Rosé,
rosés-
if you find a sparkling rosé of Noir,
With
it's going to
regards-
be the same thing with skin contact. They just added a little bit of red wine. I mean, it's basically what it comes down to.
Okay.
Just a little bit of skin contact.
Dude, we've been jamming for 2 hours. This is
I know.
amazing.
That's why I like shit.
Yeah, no, I know. It's time to.
I'm hungry too. Like I'm
I'm fucking
I'm
hungry too,
hungry,
dude. I'm
dude.
really hungry.
Yeah.
So We only have 2 more questions left.
2 more questions, guys.
No, 3.
3.
So
Okay.
you're going to start to see some common questions mixed with one additional question that I wanted Isabel and Cynthia to be able to look back in 10 to 20 years and see this shit recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I jumped on here. I want my kids to see
glass
this when I'm
half
dead.
empty or half full?
Glass half full. Glass always half full. Even if it's a drop in there.
There's always more.
Well, I
There's
mean, it
always
should have
more
been. At least you had
opportunity.
that
It
glass
don't matter
to
the
enjoy it.
situation. There's just always more. I don't know. Half empty. I don't
I'm
know.
appreciative of it.
Forgive me
Even
if that
making it this
offends you.
far. To
I
have
have nothing
that
but love
glass
for all
in
of
your
you.
hand and even have a substance in it was already nice to enjoy. So
Well fucking said. Nobody's ever said that.
nobody's giving
That
like somebody gave you a glass and put substance in it. So at that point, my glass is already full.
If you could say one thing to your daughters when they both turn 21 years old respectively, this is going to be a 2-year difference. It might be the same message, right? This is roughly 12, 15 years from this point.
All right, they turned 21.
Now at this moment, what would you say for them? Like, let's say it's a message for them to absorb when they turn 21. What message do you have for them?
21, you've finished high school. You're stupid poor. You keep buying. I kept buying drinks. Would hang out with you.
Now, girls have the benefit.
I know.
of
So
usually
what
getting
I
juice
want
for
them to know is that life goes on. Like I made so many mistakes at 21, and look to your friends or your brother, a sister Cynthia or Isabel,
or an uncle,
for friends.
godfather, whatever you
time
want to
of
call me.
need.
I'm always here for you.
But at the end,
Always.
yeah, you got your
Remember
family. Like I could call my dad at any moment. Like so, that's what I want my kids to know. Is like your car could be on fire because you lit it on fire. Just call me for that ride home. Like I don't know. I'll get you that ride home. We'll talk about how it happened later. That's my dad.
No matter what you can do.
I'll get you that ride home. We'll get you through that situation. Figure out the next one. But at 21, I thought my life was not going to go very far. I didn't.
Likewise.
So
Likewise.
it goes on. I guess
Shocking, but
shit. There's
likewise.
amazing moments after that. So keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
A lot of people give up.
Keep going. Keep
Okay.
going. That's a saying we have around here in the BeFriends community. Keep going. Keep going. Good shit. Love it. Last but not least, my favorite question of them all. It's a 2-part question. Feel free to go as in-depth or as brief as you'd like. What does happiness mean to you, comma, how do you define it?
A lot of people actually ask me this question.
Really?
I get this question a lot because people think I'm happy all the time. People think I'm happy all the time. I've traveled a lot. I've been fortunate enough to have been on many destination vacations. What I took from that and why I live my life is happiness defined by me is able to live off my land and have my family close to me, which is very tough. It's happy night. You always strive for happiness. I always strive to live next to my family and not obviously work. I just want to grow some vegetables and cook fried rice with a bunch of vegetables in it. Like that's so happiness to me is being at home with a nice bottle of wine. I grew some amazing cannabis. If I could get that we extracted it in diamonds. If I get that in a dab, I'll even take vegetable fried rice. That's my happiness. Shoot, I'm good there. And then me and you barbecuing with the kids. I mean, that Scott's there. That's Andrew's there. Folks are there. That's it. That's all. I don't really need to travel too far. I know beaches coming. It's all water and sand.
I love that. It seems a lot of
more than a
family
vineyard.
is what happiness means to you.
Yeah,
And you
there was
define
this
it
one
by
time.
more family.
I was working for Mazzacco. Vineyards, and we rented the house in the vineyard. My kids were there. My mom. If I had my brothers and you there, that probably would have been true heaven because we were drinking the best wine the earth could grow. At the time, I had the garden, so we had everything. Like when I say like we had everything, that's what I really mean. It's like for me, it was everything.
Your definition of everything you needed
Was
for
right
the rest
there.
of your life was right there in that moment in that time.
Grew it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Shit. That's the 7 questions.
Choo.
Yeah, those are the closing questions. So
About to cry after the last one.
I know, right? I gotta say thank you for asking them or answering them.
Thank you for asking them is what I should be saying. Ah, man.
That's when you know this is the first mini wine uncorking bottles or episodes. Or
You guys have no
I'm
idea
hungry
the
now.
stories me and this guy could tell together.
There's nothing we can tell on air.
Oh, we can't tell all of it on air. We'd have to pay us a lot of money.
70% of it needs
Growing
to
up in
stay.
San Francisco, Oakland, Bay
I don't even want to hear
Area.
it. No. We need to stop talking right now before anything comes out. So, without Squirrel Dude, this
Without
has been another
Squirrel Dude.
episode of BitmonkeyTV. Non-fungible token Thursday, where we unbottled a lot of different wines, tasted
Empathy elephant.
level 2 sommelier right over here, providing his own 2 bananas along the way.
There were some good questions too.
And there
man.
were some great questions. There was a flow of different audience too. We had a certain audience at the beginning, different at the end, because I'm sure 2 hours. I mean, shout out to everybody till the end. Start to end. I don't know if that exists, but shout the fuck out. I appreciate every single one of you. I cannot say it again. Love it. Love it. Okay. So, yeah.
It's right on
Now,
out.
if you want today's POAP,
Oh.
I'm going to leave the window open for about, you know what? Fuck it. I wake up tomorrow, I go fishing, I disable it. So you have the next 12 hours to go into bitmonkey.gg/Discord. I just pinned it right there on your screen. If you're not already in there, if you're already in there, go ahead and hit up your Discord. Scroll down to the POAP screen, and here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to walk you through live on air because it's the only right thing to do. So you join the BitMonkey Discord. Up here, you scroll down. You see a community section. You hit POAP. You then go down here. You then type in the secret phrase, which is going to be Web3 and me, comma, built different. And then post your public wallet address. I would prefer you do the raw address rather than your .eth address, but I'll just ether scan it if you do it that way. But here I'm pulling my raw address for you. Bam. Ends in .887. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. And this is how it looks. I'm going to unpin that. So you can see my entry down here. I just put the secret phrase of Web3 and me built different, followed by my public wallet address. So you have the next 12 hours to do this. I'm going to take my sweet time for everybody. But yeah, without a squirrel to do. I think this is the point where we got to say goodbye. 2 hours, man. This is a long ass episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for jamming with me.
Awesome.
This has been another episode of BitmonkeyTV, non-fungible token Thursdays. We'll be back at it tomorrow with another episode, a recreation, a rebirth of non-fungible token Fridays. Time to be announced. Stay tuned. We'll announce a time by noon Pacific Standard Time. Until then, much love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hop on that Discord. Hit like, subscribe, retweet, all that fun shit. Let's grow this channel. This is what we're here for. We're here for you. And yeah, until next time, this has been another episode.
Bye, guys.
Drank way too many. Drank a lot of bottles.
We drank some wine. We drank some